Hello and welcome to Breaking Bad Friday. Welcome one and all. I'm going to lead this video off with a quick disclaimer because I have been very ill the last week. I don't know what was in the source of last week's Breaking Bad, man, but it took me out. It took me out.
Oh, doctor. What have I got?
I'm afraid you've been diagnosed with a serious case of the good times.
But in all seriousness, I was actually ill. So I don't know what form this video is going to take. I might be a bit low energy, so perhaps less stopping and starting than usual. Perhaps not, honestly, man. Hey, this show does weird things to me. So yeah, maybe it'll overtake me and energy will come from depths unknown. That said, we are on to a new season. Season 4, mate. Oh, last week was intense. If you are new, go watch my Breaking Bad Fridays. It's a hell of a time. It is a good time, and we have a lot of fun over here. So yeah, without further ado, flamingo check, and let's get into the episode. Let's go, man. New season. This is going to be exciting. We're going to do a time skip, I wonder. Gale! Oh, I'm not even ashamed of how high pitched my voice was just then. That's absolutely fine. Of course, why not? Why not? Why not? Let's just revisit it. Could you imagine? Get squashed by the fucking wooden plank. Survives a gunshot. Defeated by a wooden board. Hey man, happens to the best of us.
Feels like Christmas morning. It's exciting.
Oh, bless him.
It's real. Well, I doff my proverbial cap to you, sir.
You nerd. You beautiful nerd.
Is that our competition? It really is quite good. And I can't, as of yet, account for the blue color.
Interesting. So he was going to go with Gale from the off.
I can guarantee you a purity of 96%. This other product is 99. That last 3%, it may not sound like a lot, but it is.
Gale, you are too honest for your own good, mate.
For our purposes, 96% will do just fine.
Ooh, what's your purposes, mate? I'll tell you, man. Gale is already wanking over Walt's. Not even met him yet.
I don't consider him a professional.
Easy to forget, though, that Gus did turn Walt down immediately.
His is the best I've ever seen.
Gale, man. Oh, you wrought your own demise. I've still not processed, honestly. It's been a week.
I know that you want the best.
Gale, man, he was happy with your 96, dude. Goes to show, though, that Gus was right. Where we ended up and where it actually got to, Gus was absolutely right. He was what proved to be unprofessional to the point that it dismantled, you know, what Gus had kind of built up, right? And it was because of Walt's unprofessionalism and lack of being able to be clinical about the situation. Cold, clinical, professional, right?
I came out of my apartment, a couple of us came out.
No time skip then? That's good. I want to see, like, the immediate fallout. I want to see Gus's first reaction to Walt and Jesse. Do you know what I mean? I want to get those guys in a room. Maybe not Jesse, because that's probably not safe for him, but...
No, I'll stay on the line.
Oh, damn, there's no covering this up then.
Hey, I don't think you ought to go in there.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's going straight after Jesse. Shit, Jesse, you're just sitting there, man. Well... Damn, we're picking up straight away from where we left off. Cool, man. I think this is the most interesting way to go about it, honestly. Do you know what I mean? They left off on the most interesting of places. It would have been to squander that if they'd have time skipped in some way, I think. And the fallout from this is so interesting. Damn though, yeah, Jesse did not get away. Okay, thing is though, Walt is going to be like, because Walt is the only one that can cook for them now. He's safe. He has to be safe. And they can't get rid of Jesse if they want Walt to cook. So I do feel like Jesse is safe to a certain extent because I think Walt will be that stubborn. Walt has proved that he will be as well.
Gone. You sure?
Yeah. You gotta thank this boy, Walt.
So,
Yeah, I love that we're seeing this and we're not skipping over it.
he get himself seen by these people? What about you?
Yeah,
Yeah, he fucked up, mate.
just another looky-loo.
You were not, mate. You were well suspicious. I don't think you know what a looky-loo is, dude. Good. Get Gus in the room, mate. Get him involved. Yeah, well, you got all the power, mate. You have. Acknowledge that and use it. Oh, shit, yeah. To be fair, I do feel like Gus is going to start, like, putting the screws into Walt's family. Like, Skyler. Okay, not yet. Fair enough. Unless Marie's a double agent. I'd buy it. I'd buy it. I've seen her duality, mate. Karen. Sorry, to be fair, she doesn't deserve that. She's been good. She has been good, like, the last season or so, so... See, I'm confused now because they both have different hair from last season. Which, I get it, that happens, right? Between seasons, absolutely fine. But if, you know, if we're not doing a time skip, I'm suspicious. Man, but they're both double agents. Sleeper agents. Well, I tell you what, Skyler has not been sleeping on the hair because she looks phenomenal. Yeah, this has got to be the season Skyler dies. I still think Skyler's dying. Especially now that Walt's doing his shenanigans, right? He's pissing off a lot of people. And now he's pissing off the powerful people. The stuff happening with Gus, these things are going to start to be used as leverage against him. You know, and if he continues his ways and continues being stubborn, they're going to lean on Skyler, on Walt Jr., on the people that he loves. And I think season 4 is a good point. It's a good, fulfilling point to start killing off some of the main cast. Oh, I can't wait for this.
Which means... Shut up.
Nice that we saw this kid crack, you know. He's been so fucking dead-eyed for so long.
Let us cook.
Yeah, this guy's been paying attention. Fair play. Man, things are so dangerous though, aren't they? I feel like it must be going towards like eradicating Gus and getting rid of this situation.
We ain't missing no cook.
Oh, he's gonna blow himself up, isn't he? Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe I'm fooling myself, right? Because this is the thing that I had this whole time watching this show of like Walt and Jesse becoming this big head of this, you know, the drug overlords of this business. I feel like that must be where we're aiming for. Unless they just never get there and they keep having to contend with one Gus and then obviously the people that Gus is contending with. You know, let's not forget that.
Skyler White.
White. Oh, I shouldn't try that when I'm fucking ill. Do you know what though? I've been slacking on that. I have not been practicing.
I'm in Nob Hill.
Where? No, you're not.
It's state law, really.
My whole life was in that purse, and he just came and he cut it right off my shoulder.
Without proof of residency.
Nice. Adam's a solid guy.
Medication, it's gone.
Damn, she is getting good at this.
Please. No.
Oh, poor Adam. Hey, we don't blame you, mate. We don't blame you at all. Yeah, she's getting very inquisitive. Do you know what I mean? How long until she does this into somewhere she shouldn't? Don't read into it, Skyler. Hey man, some guys keep eyes in drawers, okay? Don't ask questions. What have you been up to, Marie? Odd day being a fucking secret agent, eh?
I walked 16 feet in 20 minutes. It was up from like 15 and a half yesterday.
Dude, progress.
This much less shit in my pants.
That's good, man.
I'm bidding on a new mineral.
I love that she's supportive.
I need the thing.
Okay.
Oh, bless her, man. She is stepping up. This guy is gonna get himself killed, isn't he? Yeah, Jesse's not okay.
Bet he forgets the aluminum.
Dude, you need to talk to Jesse, man. You know what he's been through. Come on. Oh. Oh, shit. That is not a good face. Oh. Yeah, see, the reason I know this is going tits up is because he can't win. He cannot be the one that can do the meth, because if he does, Watt and Jesse are expendable, and they can't be expendable at this point in the story because they can't die. They need to be key to this operation. They need to be indispensable. Otherwise, no show. So this guy's going to mess something up. Now then, Walt, don't back down, man. Oh, I can't wait for him to fail, honestly. I think I preferred him dead-eyed.
All right, let's talk about Gail Benecker.
Suppose that first scene.
And a good chemist, and I cared about him.
Oh, pause. Yeah, no, it does show, that first scene does show that this anger and the retribution that is going to come forth from this, from Gus's side, is going to be all that deeper and intense because he had that relationship with Gail as well. You know, he was the first choice. Gail was always the first choice. And I guess also it goes deeper than that, right? Because Gus, again, goes back to that thing that I was talking about. I think Gus very much prides himself on his intellect and being the best, you know, and outmaneuvering people and all this stuff. And he compromised himself by taking Walt in. He went against what he initially thought, and he let Walt in. Against his better judgment, and then he let himself be persuaded, or he persuaded himself, or whatever it was. And the events as they have transpired have shown Gus that he was wrong to do that. That it wasn't the right call, that it was the stupid call. And that's going to be grating at him. It's going to be grating at him. It's going to frustrate him. It's going to annoy him. He's going to be annoyed at himself as well as annoyed at the things that are happening outside of himself. And I just think, you know, there's never going to be any trust between these guys. Which means that I just think that, you know, the way that we're going to be going towards the direction I feel like we're going can never be towards these guys getting on. It can't. It can't. That's gone. It's done. It's finished. So for me, I'm like, right, how does Gus go out? How does he die? Because I think that's it's the only way. He's too much of a force. He's too much of a power. The only way you're going to get rid of him is to kill him. I still maintain that. I said that last season a few times, and even more so now, just considering everything that's happened. That must be where we're going, and I think it's going to have to be this season. Maybe that's what like pushes Walt over the edge. Maybe he does something with Skyler to get like Walt to comply or to control Walt more. Perhaps that's what then pushes Walt over the edge to actually kill Gus. We'll see. I'm pure speculating now, I'll be honest with you. Play.
This is on you, Gus. Not me, not Jesse. Gail's death is on you.
Oh, I mean, dude, yeah, you should not be pressing. You need to learn your timing, Walt.
It's called a cook. Because everything comes down to following a recipe.
You're not flipping hamburgers here, pal. And what happens in summer when the humidity rises? You kill Jesse, you don't have me.
There it is. Nice. Solidarity.
You won't do this. You can't afford to do this. We're ready to go to work.
Do you know what? I sensed he was going to do that. But I was like, why? Like, that doesn't shock me. Like, the way that he did that whole thing and then went to stand by him, I knew he said it and I didn't. And that's on me. That's on me. That's on me. Because I was still, like, playing it through in my mind. I was like, why would he do that, though? Do you know what I mean? Like, everything told me he was going to do that. Like, the camera angle, the way that the whole scene played out. But I was like, why? Why would he do that? Which I was still, like, trying to play through my head. I guess maybe because he knows he's got to use Walt. He needs Walt. And because of that, he needs Jesse, right? He can't harm Jesse. But this is a show of force. Okay, so yeah, I think, pause. It's interesting how they do that. Everything that they did there like tells you that he's going to do that. But I was like, it looks like he's going to kill the guy. But why? Why would he do that? Right, so my best guess at why he did that is that, yeah, so I think he is smart. And he knows in this situation that he has to keep Walt and Jesse. But if he just automatically goes and does that and says like, right, yeah, let's just get back to work, let's just business as usual, that does show a little bit, I think at least to Gus's mind, it shows weakness. And considering everything that's happened, it's doubly weak because there's no repercussions for Walt and Jesse. So I think, you know, in Gus's mind, he's got to be thinking, right, we've got to move forward with Walt and Jesse cooking. We do. I can't let that just happen on its own. No repercussions, no show of force, no nothing. Out of all of the people in this room, he's the most expendable. Whether he can do the cook or not, whether he can follow the recipe or not, he's never going to be as sure a thing as Walt is. And so in that room, if he's going to move forward in the way that we know he must, with Walt, with Jesse, while also moving forward with that and maintaining an element of power in that dynamic, he's got to make some show of force and show that he is not afraid to get his hands dirty and do this. That's my best guess, but we'll see. Unless I guess it's because he went into Gail's flat and gave himself away and he's like a loose end. Maybe. Play. Yeah, see? And despite how this has to go, he walks out of this room powerful.
Well, get back to work.
Fair enough. I would stand by what I said. I think that's why he did that. You know, because now Walt and Jesse move forward and they're not going to want to fucking do anything to get on Gus's bad side now. Or they're going to think twice about it. Mike, you didn't want to help at all. Yeah.
Are you sure it'll do the job? Trust us.
Nice, yeah. And Jesse saw that Walt, you know, there was that solidifying moment of their relationship where Walt was like, you do shit to Jesse, you lose me. And Jesse looked at him. And that little bit there as well, where Jesse looked at Walt, or Jesse looked and was like, trust us, you know, they're a unit going forward. I like that. Walt, be happy, man. That went all right. Jesse's acting appropriately. Good. Eat something, man.
How are you doing?
Nice, good.
How are you doing?
Yes, though, these boys are unit.
Any thoughts on what our next move might be?
Oh wow, is Walt looking to
Our next move?
oh god, Jason, come on, man. Yeah, Walt knows everything that I've been talking about.
The fact that at the first opportunity, Gus
Yeah,
will
Walt
kill
knows.
us. That wasn't an opportunity just now.
He can't get rid of you yet.
We bought ourselves some time.
Yeah, see, Walt knows. What's the next move?
We're all on the same page.
The one that says, if I can't kill you, you'll sure as shit wish you were dead.
Yeah, he's not okay. He's not okay. Stay chill, Skyler. He's had a day. Maybe he ropes her into it, you know. That whole thing last couple episodes where he was like, "You're my edge" to Jesse. She might be his edge. I don't know if he'd use her like that. Maybe later. I think in the right situation he would. I think my predictions with Gus and Skyler, because my predictions at the end of last season were that like one of those guys was gonna go out. I'm gonna stick by those guns. I think I was just a bit early. I think one of them's got this season. Oh, Gale. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, cool, awesome. Good first episode to the season. You know, nice and chill, nice and, well, what am I talking about? What has this show done to me that this feels chill? No, look, hey, I'm pleased. I'm happy with how it, like, started. You know, as is typical with new seasons, a lot of the time they do time skips, that kind of thing. I wasn't sure if they were going to do that or not, obviously, with the starting with Gale and going back. You know, I was like, right, are we going to have a little bit of a time jump? I'm really happy they didn't do that. I think they put, you know, they played things in such an interesting way and ended things in such an interesting way last season. It would have felt a little bit cheap. There would have been that element of me being like, I wanted to see that, though. I wanted to see Gus's reaction. I wanted to see, you know, that happen. So I'm glad they did that. Absolutely the most interesting option they could have done. Yeah, again, I'm still a little bit ill, so I was a little bit slow on the uptake with why, you know, with Gus killing the guy. Is it Eduardo? Was it Eduardo, the lackey? But yeah, I absolutely think that's what it was. It was just a show of power. You know, in that situation, he's, you know, Gus isn't backed into a corner, but in that situation, he's kind of backed into a corner in what he can do, right? He's very kind of limited in his options. I think it was absolutely a show of power to the guys that he had to keep around. And out of all those guys, he was the expendable one. And I'm really glad going forward, like, Walt knows. In the same way that I know, you know, the little things that I've been putting together, I think going forward, Gus and Skyler are going to be the ones in most danger. I think I was just a little bit quick, a little bit early on that prediction at the end of last season, last episode that we just had. But yeah, I'm glad that Walt is on it in the same way that I've been like speculating that Gus has got to go. He's reading between the lines now, whereas, you know, even a season ago, he wasn't. He was always behind. He was always a little bit slow. And we saw him last season putting things together. The twins came and that whole thing happened with Hank, and then Walt was in the hospital, saw the twins saw him, started putting things together, started having conversations with Gus. Gus was being a little bit more overt in the way that he handled Walt. Walt started to put things together, you know. Now Walt is in this field. He's here. He knows what's happening. He knows the stakes, and he knows the people involved. You know, most importantly, he knows Gus a little bit more at least. And going forward, he can use that. So we'll see how it goes. And lots of possibilities. So we shall see. Thank you for watching this video. If you're new to the channel, new to the show, please drop a like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you to my patrons. As always, you are lovely, beautiful patrons. Thank you very, very much for your support. Apologies because I've been ill. My Godfather Part 2 video is coming. It's very delayed, very, very delayed. That is coming very, very soon. Links down below if you'd like to support me. Stick around to the end of the video because there are some little fun bloopers for you as well. So yeah, thank you again, and hopefully I'll see you next time.
Doctor, what's the news?
I'm afraid you've...
Wait, I'm going to do that again. I lost the accent completely.
I didn't know it. Okay.
Wait, come back into... Come on.
Wait, shit, sorry. What?
Careful. Okay, good.